Have you ever wondered how Leonardo AI stacks up against Midjourney in the ever-evolving world of digital art generation? Today, we're setting the stage for an epic showdown between these two AI titans. We'll be comparing them on pricing, which one offers the best value for your investment, ease of use, navigating the interface, and overall user experience. And we'll have an art challenge. We'll be pushing their limits in 3 distinct categories: photorealistic imagery, illustrations, and rendering. Actually, we'll make that 4. We'll add a bonus round. We'll test their creative prowess with a unique prompt to see which platform truly shines. So strap in and get ready, because it's time for the ultimate AI art generation face-off. So starting with pricing. In the world of AI generation, pricing can often be the determining factor. After all, we all want the best bang for our buck. So let's start off with Leonardo. Leonardo offers a freemium model. It's free to start with, but there's a token limit, after which you'll need to pay. But the good news is, no credit card is required to dive in, making it accessible for those wanting to test out the waters without any initial financial commitment. Midjourney, on the other hand, comes off with a clear price tag. Starting at $10 a month, it provides a substantial scope for the AI art creation. However, it's worth noting that their free option has been phased out. So if you're looking for a trial run without any cost, Midjourney may not be the first choice. When weighing the options, consider not just the immediate cost, but also the range of features and the quality of each platform. So this round is a draw. I would say that if you want a similar experience in Midjourney to Leonardo, you would have to have both paid memberships, Midjourney's being $10 while Leonardo's is $12 a month. Now moving on to the ease of use. User experience can make or break a platform. A tool can be packed with features, but if it's not user-friendly, it can deter even the most enthusiastic users. Leonardo AI boasts a visual interface that's both intuitive and user-friendly. Whether you're adjusting image dimensions, selecting artistic styles, or using the prompt generation tool, the platform is designed for smooth navigation. It's web-based, which might be a slight drawback for those who prefer app-based tools, but its design compensates by being straightforward and easy to grasp. Now, Midjourney takes a whole different approach. Its primary interface operates within Discord, a chat platform, which means interactions are command-based. For those familiar with Discord, this can be a seamless experience. However, for newcomers or those less tech-savvy, there might be a steeper learning curve. The platform's unique approach is innovative, but it's essential to consider if this style aligns with your comfort level. In the end, the best platform is the one that feels most intuitive to you, but I will give this round to Leonardo AI. The visual interface makes a big difference. Navigating to the community feed really helps out in moments where you're not as inspired or may not have an exact prompt to create. And also being able to change styles with just a click of a button, that makes a huge difference. So slight edge here to Leonardo AI. Now we'll start off the visual competition. This is actually the image that started this whole debate in my head. I had seen that Leonardo had released its photorealistic model, and I wanted to test that out against Midjourney's photorealistic images. So I quickly brainstormed some of the most famous celebrities I could think of, starting off with Taylor Swift, and another celebrity that came to mind was Keanu Reeves. Then I came up with some prompts that I thought would suit them well, and here are the results. So the first prompt is Taylor Swift in front of a wall with graffiti, wearing casual clothes, fall vibes, blushed, looking at the camera, colorful scene, midshot, focus on face, professional photography, ultra sharp focus. Note, on the Midjourney prompt, I also added photorealistic as a keyword. Now, when comparing these two images, we'll take a look at 2 things. 1 is the actual quality of the image. 2 will be how close is the final image to the prompt that I provided. For my preference, I'm leaning towards the Leonardo image on the right. The Midjourney image on the left, while it is good, it still looks like a 3D rendering and not a photorealistic image. You can tell that by the skin And as you can see, it makes her look like a doll or a 3D animated image. But I think that both images actually do a really good job of capturing the prompt. We can see the graffiti walls in the background, the casual clothes that they're wearing. So overall, I'm satisfied with both images. Again, I will lean towards the image on the right from Leonardo. I just feel that quality of the face is more realistic. Her chin is throwing me off on the right, I will be honest. But adding some of those lines and the faces and some of those extra shadows really make the image look a lot more realistic. Now we'll take a look at our second photorealistic image. So the prompt was Keanu Reeves, cyborg, ruins of Mars background, lots of electric sparks, Sony Alpha 7S III, simple, hyper-detailed, cinematic, medium shot, and again, we added photorealistic on the Midjourney image. Now here, the photorealistic image on the Midjourney side, it is great, it's fantastic. I'd say that it's on par as the one with Leonardo. I have no complaints from either image. I feel that both images have captured what I had requested with the sparks in the background. That definitely looks like Keanu as a cyborg. I do prefer the composition of Midjourney, but we have now taken a look at two different images, and the photorealistic model from Leonardo is really impressive. So on the photorealism, slight edge to Leonardo. On the composition and getting close to the prompt request, I would say Midjourney. So this one, we'll consider this a draw. All right, for our next prompt, architecture illustration of white designer houses in hill, in forest with lots of vegetation. Bushes, trees, happy people walking and enjoying sunshine, Scandinavian design, contemporary architecture, modern futuristic, trees, photorealistic, V-ray tracing, ultra detail, octane render. I would say that on the quality aspect, both images pass. Quality is fantastic. It definitely looks like an architectural rendering. So fantastic job to both Leonardo and Midjourney. But I would say that actually Leonardo gets it closer to what I was requesting. Definitely the house on the right-hand side looks closer to the Scandinavian design that I was expecting. The image on the right, I'm not really sure, honestly, what sort of design those houses / condos could be. If you know, please post it in the comment section. So I'm giving Leonardo a slight edge here in the rendering. So let's jump to our next prompt showdown. A grand floating academy set amidst the clouds. In the distance, a group of students is seen summoning elemental spirits. Anime style. Note, I am using the Niji model from Midjourney, and I'm using Anime Pastel Dreams as my model here on Leonardo. Now, when comparing these two images, honestly, quality-wise, they're both great. I would pick either one. If we're now choosing which of these two images is closer to the actual prompt, it's probably the image on the left, though the image on the right is more dynamic. But I had specifically requested that the students be off in the background, and that's where the action is supposed to take place. So maybe slight edge to Midjourney. Though again, the image on the right is fantastic, very dynamic. Now, on to the last round, what I'm calling the bonus round. We're challenging both Midjourney and Leonardo here to be creative. I'm giving it a prompt that's vague, and I want to see what it produces. The prompt is the embodiment of time as a tangible entity with hourglass for eyes and wings made of ticking clock hands. Now looking at the images here, I'm giving this to Midjourney. It's a more pleasing image to look at. I love the patterns that it's using. The flying time concept is definitely there. It's a little bit steampunky. Now if I take a look at the Leonardo image, I can see that it's definitely trying to create some sort of intricate pattern with wings as well, and I can see that it's got a clock. But overall, the composition, it's not really there for me, and I would say that Midjourney is a clear winner here. So now to recap real quick. In the UI UX, I gave a slight edge to Leonardo. Having the visual interface definitely makes it a lot easier to use as a tool. For the pricing and membership, but that one's a tie. Like I said, it's either the $10 Midjourney or the $12 membership for Leonardo. They're about the same. The main difference for me is the fact that Leonardo has a free plan, so if you're brand new to generative images, then I would say go ahead, start a plan with Leonardo, and start testing the waters. I think the photorealistic category, there's a slight edge in Leonardo at this present moment, but again, maybe some further testing would have to be done, because honestly, when we took a look at that Keanu Reeves image, it was dead even. The renders also, again, that's almost a tie right there. I went with Leonardo because the actual image that it provided was a lot closer and understood Scandinavian design. In the illustration category, I gave a slight edge to Midjourney because it was the image that came closer to what the prompt had requested. And in the creativity bonus round, I gave that to Midjourney. Far and away, it created the best image out of a complete made-up and vague concept. So there it is. Now for full transparency, I have a paid membership to both Midjourney and Leonardo. I'm constantly testing back and forth both engines and seeing which provides the best output for me. But if you're new to the field or you've never played around with Leonardo, I would definitely encourage you to do that. The photorealistic model in Leonardo does require a paid plan, which is $12 a month, so that is one thing to consider. But if you have any questions or any ideas for future topics to discuss and to analyze, please post them in the comment section. Please share and like this video, and until next time.